Hi.
Hi.
That was a funny laugh. What's up, dudes? Welcome to Dude That's Fucked Up. I'm Erin.
I'm Nicole.
How's everybody doing?
Happy 4th of July.
Oh my God.
U.S. patrons. U.S.
Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah, it's 4th of July. It's the Independence Day. God bless America.
Home of the
Despite
free and the
everything.
brave.
Yeah, sort of.
Home of the greed and the... I don't know.
Oh.
It's still a pretty great place.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
I love my country. I feel very patriotic on this day.
My country 'tis of thee.
Do you know what's so funny? How that song "My Country 'Tis of Thee" is to like the melody of "God Save the Queen."
Yeah.
It's so subversive. I fucking love it. Sorry, everybody in England, but
Yeah, but also like a bunch of former like British expats arrived here and were like, we need a song, and then they're like, let's just write it to the other song we had.
But I think it's like so funny because it's like, yeah, fuck you, England. We're gonna like literally rip off, like they're just like taking the sample. They sampled the music. It's great.
But it's not a sample. It's like how Pharrell and Robin Thicke were embroiled in that lawsuit with Marvin Gaye's family because they just full on lifted the song.
They got the Vanilla Ice defense. They're like, it's dun 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 dun
dun dun dun dun dun dun dun.
Yeah,
and our song is dun 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 dun. It's like, wait, was there an extra done? I don't know.
Fuck off, Vanilla Ice. Anyway. Well, any business for you?
No.
That you'd like to share? No?
Only that... Did you send me a Sephora gift card for my birthday?
I did. Not only that, I made a few contributions to a couple different places in your name.
You did?
For your birthday, yeah. Because if you guys don't know, Nicole's birthday is July 5th.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So I donated to the Trevor Project. I donated to Everytown for Gun Safety. And I donated to the Florence Project.
Oh my God.
Which is an immigrant refugee rights project. Yeah.
That is so kind. It makes me look like I'm such a good person.
I'm here to support you.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God.
I was like thinking, what can I do? I can't come close to anything. Like, you really crushed it for my birthday episode. For my birthday, obviously. And I was like...
Well, the community did, to be fair. The listeners did.
Right, yeah. And I was like, I can't copy that idea. I have to like do something meaningful and loving and kind for my friend because that's how I feel about her. And I love you so much.
I love you so much. Oh my God. I love it. It's so perfect. I feel so good about myself.
Yeah. Well, you're a good person. And you're one of my favorite people on the planet. And also I'm like, it was really easy to do, so.
Like I did for your birthday episode, I was like, I outsourced
You outsourced it? Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
These three organizations I picked just based upon my personal thoughts, feelings, values, and I know that you share those same thoughts, feelings, and values. So, yeah.
Let's plug the Florence Project. Because so the Florence Project is an Arizona-based organization that's helping immigrants who have come across the border and have been like separated from their families get them back together, right?
Yeah, they offer, I think, like
legal
services. We grew up with a very good friend who works for them, and that's why they're on my radar and why I thought of them immediately as a place to contribute to.
Dude,
so
she's a badass lawyer lady. She is the director of legal. Like, she's like their legal director of this organization. She was on fucking MSNBC.
Yep.
There's clips of it all over Facebook. It's very exciting that someone we went to high school with and grew up with, just a very smart and successful and ambitious person, and they're doing things. Like, they're out doing good. It's so cool.
Yep. Yeah. So the websites for those are thetrevorproject.org. The Everytown for Gun Safety is, whoops, I lost the website. It's literally everytown.org. And the Florence Project is, I lost that one too.
I'm going to guess theflorenceproject.org.
It's actually FIRRP.org.
Oh, that one's tricky.
Yeah, a little trickier, but yeah.
All right.
F is in Florence. IRRP is in project.org.
Oh, you know what? I feel like I'm still in my pajamas technically, but already today I've made a difference. I made a big difference. I did. Right?
God bless America, and God bless you.
I'm doing things. Erin's out there doing things on my behalf, making me look good. That's what friends are for. I love you.
So yeah, I love you too.
Okay, are we done?
We're done. All right, bye guys. Okay. Just kidding. Well, that's that. Anything fucked up for you this week?
Well, I was gonna say, I keep getting Goop ads, like Goop.com ads, and Gwyneth's like all in my news feed, like on Facebook, doing skincare routines, and it finally got to me, and I went this morning, and I was like, I'm gonna see like what this is all about, and I went, oh, all the products they've been advertising are sold out, and I was like, that's fucking rude. Stop.
Really rude.
Stop advertising it if you don't even have it. One, it's a waste of money because you're using these impressions. You can't even sell me a goddamn product.
Yeah.
Two,
it's rude.
3, I'm annoyed and I wanted to buy stuff.
Any product that they do have left in their store is like $500.
Yeah,
so
it's like we don't.
All the affordable products are sold out, and all the like super expensive ones are like, here's a don't know, a dry brush that's $175. Like, what?
It's made from the needles of a southern Texas porcupine.
But like humanely.
But like it was already dead. So
yeah.
Like,
a roadkill.
It's your roadkill dry brush.
But like, what's like a good like euphemism that sounds fancy? An upcycled porcupine? I don't know. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Well, listen, I fucking subscribe to Goop.com, so
I know.
I have a sickness. I don't ever buy anything from there, but I do.
You liar! You've bought stuff from there. We've talked about
it. I have. Just kidding. I bought moon dust one time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's some she bullshit. It doesn't work. So what I do now is I go and I read the articles and I read whatever fucking snake oil they're selling. And I'm like, I wonder if any of this is legit. So I'll go and I'll do some research on each individual like ingredient or product or thing.
Yeah.
And then I'll find a fucking knockoff of that same shit on Amazon.
Oh.
And then I'll just buy it.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to buy like the starter kit. It's like 4 trial sizes or like travel sizes or both, I guess. And it was like,
is it like their Juice Beauty?
Yeah, Juice Beauty. Yeah.
They sell that like in stores normally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I didn't know, and
they sell that shit on like Birchbox and shit in Sephora.
But is it Goop? Is it Goop or is it Juice?
Juice Beauty. That's who they partnered with.
Okay,
to make
I don't know
stuff.
this. Oh, I never heard of it. Okay, well maybe I'll use my Sephora gift certificate.
There you go.
And I'll get some Goop juice, and I'm gonna be all goopy.
You're going to be super goopy.
Soup scoops.
Soup scoops.
I have so many things to buy. Okay. What is fucked up in your world this week?
Well, this relates somewhat to the topic we're going to talk about, so it's a good segue. The other night, somebody thought it would be really fun to set off, like, M80s, like, you know, little, like, they're basically, like,
TNT.
Small sticks of dynamite. Yeah. At 2:30 in the morning is when it started.
Oh, my God.
Like, and they were sporadically setting them off until, like, 3 a.m.
In your poop alley?
Oh, just all over the neighborhood, like down, like it was like on our street.
Yeah.
Down the like around the corner, I could hear, like, I couldn't hear anybody like running away, but like those fuckers are so loud.
Oh my God.
And of course, DJ doesn't even wake up, and I'm just like, the fuck are you doing? Anyway, but yeah, so this person, whoever fucking asshole was running around my neighborhood setting off M80s, woke me up in the middle of the night, and this is the time of year, it's 4th of July, when people are going crazy, going hog wild with their pyrotechnics. And here in D.C., and probably every moderate to large city, there's a game that you play called Fireworks or Gunshots. So you don't know, is somebody getting shot, or are they just having fun with a firework? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Actually, you can kind of tell a difference. I have, over the years, learned to differentiate, but still.
Oh, I never know. I know, I guess, if it's like, if it keeps happening for a while and I don't hear sirens, I'm like, oh, that's fireworks. I don't know that I've ever, like, heard a gunshot, but this morning there was an explosion, like, a couple blocks from us, and at an old folks' home. Oh my God, like a gas leak or something? Yeah, it was a gas leak. But then when all the firemen got there, it was like at 4 a.m, an active shooter had like done it, and they like shot and killed a fireman.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and there was like a big standoff or something, but they finally apprehended a suspect, but I don't know if it was like the right person. Anyway, it's ongoing. But also,
you should have led with that as your fucked up thing. Good Lord.
I don't want to step on yours. But also, it's ongoing. I don't really know a lot of details, but Pete made me drive him to the bus, like to the train station this morning.
Oh man.
He's like, I don't want to walk down there. I was like,
I don't want you to either.
Yeah.
Shit.
But so also it could be a gas explosion. But most likely it's a firework.
Most likely this time of year, it's a firework.
Yeah.
So they're fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on fireworks. We're going to shit on them a little bit this episode because we have to, because it's wild. And sometimes people are stupid when it comes to fireworks. Yeah. So let's start by saying, why do we feel the need to blow shit up on this day?
Oh.
Like, why is that even a thing?
Yeah. How did it come about?
So I personally blame John Adams.
Oh.
He wrote a letter to his wife. This is John Adams, one of the fucking founding fathers.
Yep.
In a letter to his wife, Abigail, on July 3rd, 1776, John Adams, set the tone, basically.
Oh.
For the next 2 centuries-ish of Independence Day celebrations around America. He said, quote, "It ought to be solemnized with pomp and parade, with shoes." I don't know what shoes are. It's spelled S-H-E-W-S.
Oh.
I don't know. Not like shoes, like, oh my God, shoes, but shoes. With shoes, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations from one end of this continent to the other, from this time forward forevermore.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, so. And when he says...
And hot dogs.
And hot dogs. And barbecuing meats. Some pool parties. So when he says bonfires and illuminations, he's actually referring to fireworks. That was not the name for it at the time, but that's what it is.
Huh.
I mean, bonfires, yes, and then illuminations are fireworks. So, yeah, so he's kind of responsible for the, like, do this fucking celebration.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
And, you know, I think instead of the purge, this is a good thing to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, to let out some real primal aggression, I guess.
Oh,
by exploding things.
Does the Purge take place on the July 4th in the movie?
I don't know. I've never watched those movies.
You're just saying instead of people purging.
Instead of people purging, like, and killing each other, like, just blow things up.
Yeah. Well, you might kill yourself.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, but so by the mid-1800s, though, we started blowing shit up in earnest to celebrate. And according to the book Fireworks, Picnics, and Flags, the story of the 4th of July symbols, that we just...
Someone got a book deal for that.
Yeah, listen, I'm telling you, you can do anything in this world. If that doesn't tell you that you can do anything in this world, then, you know. So they say, though, in the book that, you know, back then our fireworks were really rudimentary and people were just fucking idiots. Like, I probably didn't understand, like, what the consequence would be if you're just, like, for the first time getting your hands on a firework. But they were fucking idiots, and they would, like, throw them at animals and... like they'd light like basically like little sticks of dynamite and throw them at animals or like fuckers, or like put them under flower pots and milk bottles, which when it would explode it would create like shrapnel and hurt people. I don't know. People were psychotic back in the 1800s. I don't know.
Well, people still act like that, so at least it's good to know that like we haven't devolved as a society. We were just always like that. There's always those people.
We just think of new and creative ways to be insane. Yeah. Yeah, to be dickheads. To create dangerous things. So, and then an excerpt from that book features a Pennsylvania man's diary entry from Independence Day, 1866. And if this kind of doesn't sum up a curmudgeon's outlook of the day in question, then I don't know what does. So he says... July 4th is the most hateful day of the year, when the birth of democracy is celebrated by license and noise. All last night and all of today, the sound of guns and firecrackers around us never stopped. It is difficult to feel patriotic on the 4th of July.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, get off my lawn. Seriously. And so also according to that book, over the course of 5 consecutive 4ths from 1903 to 1907, 1,153 people were killed and more than 21,500 people were injured.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, that's like, they were really not doing it right back then. And like, they were really flirting with disaster. And lots of people just not understanding how dangerous fireworks were. But even though our statistics have gotten better over time with safety, in 2013, we actually had the worst 4th of July for firework casualties in over a decade.
Oh my God.
So I don't know what the fuck was happening in 2013, but people were really wilding out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wish I knew what was happening that year. I feel like it's LMFAO's fault somehow.
Yeah, according to the Washington Post, more than 11,000 people were injured and 8 were killed either from head and chest trauma or in house fires resulting from the blasts.
Oh my... Don't do fireworks in your house.
Or near house. So I can remember, okay, this is...
Why do we have to say this?
Well, because from personal experience, I remember one year when I was a kid and my uncle, he's a total fucking redneck. He brought over Roman candles. And I just remember my mom always being like so exasperated with my uncle. Like, God damn it, Greg. And so he'd come over and he'd always like have some crazy shit or like, I don't know. And so he brought over Roman candles one year and he and my dad got drunk and they started shooting them off. Cause you know, you hold the Roman candle and it just goes whoosh, whoosh out of the thing.
Yeah.
And they were like pointing them around and one landed on our neighbor's house and almost caught the whole damn house on fire.
Oh my God.
And then another year, my uncle came with a bunch of fireworks. And
your mom's like, God damn it, Greg.
God damn it, Greg. And they got drunk again. And they had a Catherine wheel. You know, Catherine wheels are like the ones that spin around.
Oh, is it like, do you hang it from a tree? Is it that?
Yeah, you like hang it from something and it like spins around. And it's cool. They're so fucking cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite fireworks, but you don't see them very often because I think they're illegal because you have to attach them to something.
Yeah.
So what they ended up doing was attaching it to our porch post.
Oh.
And that shit almost caught our house on fire.
Oh.
So, yeah, I don't really remember him coming over for a 4th of July after those few incidents.
I feel like the key here is brought over some fireworks, got drunk. Like, those two things, it's like drinking and fireworks don't mix. And yet, for some reason, they go together because the 4th of July.
Yeah, this is why there's so many accidents on this day. But yeah, getting back to John Adams and our founding fathers real quick. We said these dudes set the tone but they got their love and appreciation for bonfires and illuminations from Europe. So, like anything, we're still borrowing from the motherland.
Yeah,
I guess
because they had come here and they're like, oh, this is what we used to do back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Ben Franks was like over in Paris all the time. So he was like, listen, this is what's cool right now, okay, guys?
Little pantaloons and fireworks.
Fur hats and fireworks, guys.
This is what's cool. Being bald on top, but with long curly hair in the back.
I call it a cul-de-sac. But yeah, so we were all about the fireworks because they were very popular in Europe and specifically in France.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Italians were like really into fireworks.
Yeah.
They were like making some cool shit. I don't know.
I feel like anyone who just like wanted to celebrate and be fancy and like over the top.
But obviously, I think Chinese, like the Chinese dynasties have been using fireworks forever.
Oh, that makes sense.
But of course, like they invented fireworks, but like at the time, Europe was really obsessed with fireworks.
Yeah. Well, and we're talking about Europe specifically because they hold the record for the biggest fuck up having to do with fireworks.
It's major.
Like specifically, France holds it and the day was May 3rd, 1770, the year of our Louis.
Yeah, Louis was there.
Yeah. It was Louis the 15th. He was reigning over France at the time. And this dude was so grandiose. He was fucking celebrating with fireworks every fucking chance he got. Like, every occasion warranted fireworks. His wedding, that's fair. Other people's weddings, I guess, but like, they're not there. Cool. But I guess if you want to have fireworks to celebrate it so word gets back to them and they're like excited, cool.
Yeah, great.
The capture of Chateau Grand, I don't know why you would celebrate that. I mean, it's like not a birthday or anything. And
it's a thing.
Yeah.
I guess a reason to celebrate is a reason to celebrate. I
mean,
don't know.
Hams for dinner.
Reason for fireworks.
Let's do fireworks. I took a good dump. Fireworks, anyone?
Meatless Monday. Fireworks? I don't know.
Meatless Monday.
I don't know. Like anything. This guy was celebrating with fireworks for everything.
Dude, he had such a firework problem that he had quote unquote official pyrotechnicians. Like, what the fuck? It's like a court.
It's like, are you on tour all the time? Are you having like concerts where you're just like that's like literally what it was. He had these dudes that just like set up firework displays for everything.
Oh my God.
That's the most.
They like made shit. It's like having a cabinet member. It's like if the president had a cabinet member and it was like for fireworks. Or like something equally dumb. It's like the cabinet member to get him McDonald's. Like anytime he wants it.
Oh my Lord Jesus.
Yeah, but these guys, so they were the official pyrotechnicians. They were called the Ruggieri brothers. I think they were Italian. Or no, they're French, I guess, because it's actually still a company to get today. It's like called Ruggieri, and I don't think it's Ruggieri. Maybe.
Ruggieri.
Ruggieri. Which, okay, this company still exists today, like I just said, but that's surprising because they were responsible for what went down. So, on May 3rd, 1770, it was the celebration of the marriage of Louis XV's son, also named Louis, and eventually Louis XVI. But at this point, he was the Dauphin.
The Dauphin.
Dauphin. And he was getting married to Marie Antoinette. So I already said there's a big firework disaster that happens. I'm not a person that believes in signs, but what we're about to talk about, had this happened at my wedding, I would see that as a bad omen. And I'm just saying, Marie Antoinette eventually was beheaded, so use your noggin while you still got it. Get the fuck out of there. She didn't.
This is a bad sign.
Bitch.
This is not how you want to start your wedding off.
No. So there were a ton of people on the grounds at their wedding, and they're packed onto the veranda or whatever, the fucking in the yard, and everyone's drunk, I'm assuming, because #champagne. Very French in the celebration.
Yeah. Yes.
And so they start setting off all the rockets because Louis XV's hell yeah, it's time for the fireworks. Everybody gather around. Everyone's oh, I've heard about this. It's amazing. Oh, he's the king of fireworks. Yeah. He's the firework king.
He should be. He should have. That's what his name should have been.
Yeah, why not? So they all gather around and they're setting off rockets because that's what they were at the time. That's what fireworks are. But I feel like they were probably kind of rudimentary back then. It's just some fucking rockets. And a gust of wind picks up and it just blows the rockets into the crowd of people.
Oh my God.
And some people died because of the explosions, but some people were just trampled to death because everybody started freaking out, obviously, and tried to run away. And in total, 133 people died that day at a fucking wedding. That's bad. Have you ever read about that? I never read about that.
I never knew that.
That's
I never
a big
knew
thing.
that happened. But was it the actual people in? It had to have been. It wasn't the people outside of the grounds of the thing. Because I'm thinking oh, maybe it's the royal wedding. How there's people around the palace or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh,
but I don't know.
No, it's attendees.
But who knows?
I think it's
attendees.
Because I think back then, I think there's nobility that was invited, and I feel like it was probably everyone on the grounds.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to. I was reading about this and I was I can't tell what was happening. But either way, it sounds like it was absolute mayhem,
dude.
Just fucking rockets going into crowds of people, people freaking the fuck out, them exploding on people.
Oh my God.
People being trampled. People probably on fire at that point. I mean, the melee must have been unreal. Ugh.
And did it stop him? No, because the next week he was Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, more fireworks. God damn, dude.
I don't know.
I never read that. I had never heard of this before, but this is so insane that this happened at Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette's fucking wedding.
Dude, that I can't believe that that's not something that's talked about.
Also, okay, so some historians think that it might even be closer to 300 people. Either way, it doesn't matter because the Guinness Book of World Records still considers this the worst fireworks disaster in terms of the amount of deaths and injuries that happened on this day. Fuck.
Dude.
That's a bad omen.
That's a bad, that's a sign to not marry that dude.
Hey. Well, I don't think she was trying to get married. She just they were
Here.
Habsburgs, get in here.
Yeah.
We need the alliance.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Sad.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's some real shit, man.
I know.
And then after this, those brothers didn't even, the Ruggieri brothers, the pyrotechnicians, they didn't even get in trouble or fired or anything.
Yeah.
They got they were oh, no, it's fine. It's cool. You couldn't help it. It's this is what you do.
Louis XV is let's just up level to the bigger package, starting now. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. Those people got in the way of your fireworks.
Yeah. I blame the people.
basically, though, they did, the Parisians, this happened, and Parisians basically blamed their city manager for the disaster.
Oh. What, because he didn't know it'd be windy?
I guess.
That's rude.
Or like so many people were packed into one area or something. But they held this poor guy, Armand Jérôme Bignon, who is the Prévôt des Marchands de Paris, which is the position akin to a city manager. They held him responsible, and then the Rougerie brothers just didn't face any consequences. And as a matter of fact, after the incident, after the 1770 accident, they discovered chemical combinations that would create fireworks of different colors.
Oh.
Which made made fireworks even more popular in Europe. And this is how they got they cemented themselves into
firework history.
And that's what they're more remembered for. They're innovating.
They're firework royalty.
Oh. They are fireworks. They're probably more known for their development of modern firework displays than for this crazy accident. Maybe in most people's minds. So since they're still a company that exists today, I would assume. Anyway. Oh, also keep in mind that John Adams wrote the note about how dope fireworks are and that we should celebrate the 4th of July by blowing shit up after all this happened. So he was just like, yeah, whatever.
He's like, 1 out of 10. 10% chance, whatevs.
People might die because of this, but, it's the price you pay when you got to celebrate hardcore.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Oh, there's been... Yeah, and I think, so 130 people or 300 or whatever, or 133 is, the record. What?
It was just 133 or 300.
Yeah.
Who knows? Well, we don't know the official number, but it's upwards of... Yeah. It's a lot of people. It's over 100 people that died.
It's at least 133, because that's what's in the Guinness Book of World Records. And since then, sadly, there was an incident in 2016 that came close, but not quite 133 people. But there was an incident in India at the Kolam Temple in 2016 that had 111 deaths and 40 injuries when...
Jesus.
Yeah, a bunch of fireworks went rogue.
This is in India, right?
Yeah, in India in 2016. So that was very sad.
Jesus.
That's a lot of fucking people. In a modern... you just think, can't we figure this out? Or can't we be safe? But it's all just fire and explosives, so you can't really.
That's the thing. You got to be super careful with this shit.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of times, what happens is the most devastating explosions occur where fireworks are manufactured.
Yeah.
Or stored. So, for example, in 2000. A Dutch fireworks factory blew up with such force that it leveled 400 houses, killed 17 people, and injured more than 900.
Oh, my God.
That's like an atomic bomb going off. That's like a megaton of fucking energy.
Oh, my God.
Leveling 400 houses? Dude.
Oh, my God. That's...
I don't know that you should store that many fireworks in one place.
Dude, that's the thing. Also, it's so loud. Okay, so that's all the sad stuff, but I feel like there is a layer of humor to some of these incidents when people are not injured, because if you Google I just remember this news story, and so I Googled this for this episode. I just Googled fireworks all went off at once, and a bunch of different articles come up for different cities, different years of someone, it's usually human error, but they say it's computer error, but I don't know if that's true. But this is where legit firework shows, big shows that people camp out for all day, and on 4th of July or to celebrate 4th of July, everybody's coming out, and accidentally all the fireworks go off at the same time.
Fuck. Like when it's like not even dark outside.
Like, okay, in 2012 in San Diego, there was like they do this like a display over the bay in San Diego every year, and in 2012. All the drunk sunburn bros were like soups disappointed because the entire display for the night, you know, it should have been like a 30-minute show, 40-minute show. Every single firework went off over the course of 15 seconds.
Oh, fuck.
It's so fucking loud. There's video of it.
Oh my God, I need to watch this.
And it's so loud. It set off car alarms and stuff. Because like you were just saying about in, where was that? Oh, Dutch fireworks. So in the Netherlands, a factory went off. And, you know, it was like, it like leveled houses. This was so loud. It like set off fucking car alarms and shit. And it's scary. Like, and people.
You don't know what's going on.
No, people are like in the video, you can hear them and they're like, oh, you know how people are usually like, ooh, ah, but it was it was like, oh, like, it was like kind of confusion, kind of terror, and then it's just over and people like kind of like slow clapped and we're like, oh no, like that was,
that's it. It's like premature ejaculation. It's
seriously.
Like, well, that's over.
5 minutes before the show was supposed to start, everything just went off in 15 seconds.
Oh my God, dude. That
very
sucks.
funny.
Because that's a lot of money, too.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Yeah. Oh, it was like, I don't know how much it costs, but yeah, it was a lot of money. And then the same thing happened in 2014 in Italy. And I don't know what this means necessarily, but I guess in the U.S. we have electrical fuses, but in Italy they use traditional open fuses. Maybe it makes it easier for like this sort of thing to happen, but basically same thing happened. There's video of this also. All the fireworks went off at once.
Oh my God.
And no one was displayed, or no one was injured by the display, luckily, but it's because a bunch of vineyards were blocking what would be the shrapnel, which is very sad because all the wine was probably ruined for that next year.
It was like human or I'm not human. It was like wine shield. It was a vineyard that shielded all the humans.
Yeah.
Not only are these beautiful grapes put to good use by creating wine, they also save people's lives. So
oh my God,
they're that vineyard, those vines, they're heroes. I don't know.
Well, and I think the vintners, the next year they named all the next vintage of wine firework related names. Do you want to hear them?
Yes.
Okay, the first one is a Syrah. It's ooh, Syrah. The next one is a Pinot Noir. It's Pyro Noir. And the last one is a Chardonnay. It's Chardonnay. You know when a firework's a dud? I hate myself.
Those are like dad jokes. They're great.
I know.
They're so good.
It was really hard. I like couldn't find. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
great. They're great.
Real.
They're great. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But that's crazy that the people could have died.
Yeah, the people could have died, but because they like did it in a vineyard.
Thank God.
There's like huge rows of trees or of vines. So
yeah,
but scary video. Yeah, like there's video of both those incidents, and it's like they're both scary. For different reasons. Yeah. The San Diego one, everyone's pretty far away, but it's like it's just loud and like, yeah, it's like.
God damn it! Fucking hell.
But yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. I in the beginning you're like, oh, we're like gonna like shit all over fireworks a little. I don't really care for fireworks. I have lots of friends that like make big deals of it. I don't really care. Like, I don't know.
We grew up in a place where fireworks were literally illegal. You couldn't couldn't set them off.
Oh, but even shows, I don't care. Like Disneyland and Angel Stadium. I don't know. You could drive in Southern California at night. You'll see fireworks going off, especially like in the South Bay
at baseball games and stuff. Yeah.
All the stadiums, all the amusement parks. You just kind of see them in the distance from the Queen Mary. It's like everywhere.
Louis the 15th would be having an orgasm right now if he was alive now and he could see all these goddamn fireworks shows we have for no fucking reason. The baseball game's over. Fireworks.
Yeah. Oh, he'd love it.
He'd love it. But yeah, I know I'm not that into. I think because I was so scared of fireworks when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I was like, we'd go to firework shows and I was terrified the entire time.
Oh.
So it was like kind of traumatizing for me, but like I grew out of it obviously. But I think now I'm just like, whatever. And like the street fireworks, like those are fun, but they're also like super dangerous. So I'm not that into fireworks either. I mean, they're fun. They're fun.
I mean, that's just like fucking like what's the opposite of natural selection? Like
it's like it is natural selection.
Well, but like you being scared of it is smart because it's like it's like fucking fire and explosives.
Yeah, it's just like a primal.
It's like preservation, self-preservation.
Yeah, self-preservation. Mm-hmm. It's a scary thing that can explode and harm you. Like, why would you be psyched about that? But see, that's the thing. I think some people, it's like the reverse because it induces this feeling of like, I don't know,
like
adrenaline.
Danger.
Danger and adrenaline. People are like drawn to it. So I don't know.
We only got to do fireworks when we would visit family friends in Santa Fe, New Mexico, because they were legal there like year round because it's just like dirt.
Yeah.
And that was fun because we, they had like a huge driveway, and we would just like, buy the little snakes and stuff. Nothing really crazy and big.
Like the little flowers that you can they spin around and change colors and stuff. Mm-hmm. Or like the little fountains that go off in the middle of the street. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got to do those.
That's what we used to have when I lived down the mountain. We had that. And then we go up the mountain and it's not allowed because we had such, we had tinder dry conditions always.
And there's fucking trees everywhere. It's like, you don't want that shit.
Yeah. Forest fires are mainly caused because of humans being dumb fucks. And fireworks are not conducive to a forest fire prone area. So
not good.
Yeah. They would have to, like, when they do the 4th of July celebrations where we're from, they'd have to do it on a day, like if the weather was too windy or whatever, they'd call it off.
Yeah.
And it was always like a production, so they always had to be really careful. They'd cancel it some years, and for very good reason. I don't want people's houses to burn down.
Yeah,
so.
And they had to go into the middle of the lake on the barge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. But I think what's kind of cool is that like drones are kind of taking over for fireworks displays almost, because it's like a similar thing. It's like lights in the sky, and you could program them. And at the Pyeongchang Olympics this past winter, there was a huge drone display, and it like lit up and moved, and like it says stuff, and they like
it was cool.
Yeah, they like change colors and they dance and like move around. It's like kind of crazy, but like that can also go wrong.
Yeah.
Because I think like a month or two later after, because there was a Guinness record set at the Olympics with the drone light show. And then a couple months later, China wanted to like beat the record. So they did with 1,374 drones. It's pretty cool, but it had a few malfunctions. It was still very cool. There's video, but it had a few malfunctions. It's all programmed and controlled by one person with one computer, which is crazy. Because you're like, there's
like, so many components to it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're like building it before the day, and you're giving each drone its flight path and like all this stuff. So like when the day comes, you basically just press go, I would imagine, and like the computer does it, which is cool. But technology is not perfect. And it's kind of like all these drones went like kind of Westworld and like had a mind of their own, and like a bunch just like fucking defected. So like they were trying to write out the number 1374 for all the drones that were like breaking the record, but it totally biffed it. Like whole chunks of numbers weren't lighting up.
Oh, no.
And like some just kind of like lumped together and were like malfunctioning, like like they were like just like up down, like not lighting up. And then there was like designs and stuff, you know, it's like they tried to make them line up to make like images of like a flower or whatever, but there's just like whole portions of the flower missing.
They fucked up.
Yeah, it was kind of funny, but I think it's the future.
They're just plotting Skynet. They're like, yeah, we'll do fireworks. We'll do some fucking light display for you, sure. And then they go and they like clump together and talk about how they're gonna take over the internet or something. I don't know.
It's like how they all like. You're just watching it and like they just like start congregating over to the side. You're like, what?
They're like, what are those drones doing?
Yeah, what are they doing? It's like all the popular girls in PE class. How they just be like, how you're like, everyone's like running, but then you just see them all in the corner. You're like, hey, how come they get to be over there?
Yeah, because
no one
like
asks.
The teacher's scared of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'll just let him be.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, it's still fun, though. I still love the idea of, like, drones.
Oh.
You know, doing cool stuff like that. Just
me too.
I don't love the idea of drones per se.
Mm-hmm. I see.
I mean, they're kind of scary. But.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. It's the future.
The eye in the sky.
Yeah. Skynet. That's where we're headed. I don't know if John Adams would be psyched about that.
It's not on his list, so he'd probably be fucking pissed.
Yeah, he has no idea what he's missing though. But you know, between John Adams and Louis the 15th, they'd be pretty impressed. I think still that we're still really getting crazy with the fireworks.
Yeah. Well, and like I don't know, drones are exciting to me because you can evolve the designs and what you do with them, whereas like fireworks, it's like, oh look, an upside down happy face. Oh look, another regular one. Like there's not that many different ones, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm a curmudgeon, but I don't know. I'm just like not that into it. I don't really care that much.
It's just like explosions. You know.
Yeah.
People really like it. Yeah. I get it. I think they're fun as shit. Even though they're like super dangerous and they can fuck your life up. Just if you're gonna go out there and you're gonna like be lighting fireworks, just first of all, don't buy any illegal fireworks. That's number one.
Yeah.
But like, cause I think like Roman candles are illegal in most states. And what's illegal in some states is perfectly legal in other states. So you can buy something in one state, take it over to drive across state lines with it.
But don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because
I know people do that a lot.
Yeah. I probably have done it. But
yeah,
you just don't, just be careful.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So if you're going to go out there and have fun on 4th of July, just have fun. Don't get crazy. Don't hurt yourself. So some pro tips from me for a fun and safe 4th. Don't get blackout drunk and set off your fireworks.
Mm-hmm. Well,
like,
don't get blackout drunk first.
I would say do all your fucking pyrotechnics while you still have your wits about you.
Yeah.
Like, not even while you think you still have your wits about you. Like, while you actually are only a couple beers deep. Like,
but also, like, don't get blackout drunk. It is not attractive. No one thinks it's cute.
It's not cute.
It's not cute. And you don't want your slop gut sweaty hanging over your bathing suit bottoms, all fucking nasty, and then you fall asleep and people draw dicks on your face. Why? You don't want that.
You don't want that. I don't want that. Nobody wants that.
No, I don't.
Keep your wits about you while you're lighting fireworks. Like, don't put your fucking beer down. put it on the ground if you're doing like a mortar type thing.
Yeah.
And light it and run the fuck away. Don't like be like, ooh, like back away slowly like fucking idiot.
Idiot.
Just be careful. Don't be blackout drunk and play with fireworks. That's number one. Number one. Especially if there's kids around, because there usually is.
Yeah, don't be drunk and play with fireworks. Set a good example.
Be responsible.
Yeah.
Another tip: don't set off fireworks in drought or fire-prone areas.
Don't do
that.
Do not.
You'll get in deep shit. You'll go to jail for that shit.
Yeah.
Because that's technically fucking arson, I guess.
Class A felony.
Yeah, it's bad.
And you ruin people's lives.
Yeah.
Think about someone else but yourself, okay? For once.
Yeah. Yeah. Just pay attention. Don't, like, if you're not sure, there's the thing called the internet. You can look it up and see if you're in a fire-prone drought area that does not allow firework displays. Check it out.
I know we're not talking to any of our listeners. They're fucking responsible.
They're responsible. Maybe you have a family member that is an asshole, though, and you need to just tell them.
Fucking
don't let them blow their hands and fingers off. So don't. And another tip: do not light the mortar type fireworks while they're in your hand. I mean, it should go without saying, but those are the types. Those are the ones that like shoot up in the sky and then blow up. Those are the ones that will blow your hands, fingers, and whatever else off of your body and maybe even cause death.
Oh my God. Like it'll blow your hands off your body and then your fingers. Like your whole hands will blow off and then your fingers will blow off your hands. And
it's a lot. Don't do that. Ugh. I mean, it should go without saying, like it's super dangerous.
Yeah.
Don't shoot Roman candles at your friends.
No.
Have a lot of friends that have done that. And like I said, don't buy illegal fireworks, because that's fucked up. Those are my tips. That's all I got on fireworks and being an asshole with fireworks. Don't get crazy, guys. Be safe. Maybe you already celebrated 4th of July, but it's 4th of July today. And if you're out there in those streets with fireworks, be careful.
You know what, everybody? Why don't we just leave the fireworks up to Katy Perry, all right?
That's right.
I think we're done here.
That song's been in my head the entire episode.
Same, but we didn't even sing it. I'm proud of us.
Yeah, it's fine. Nobody needs it.
No. You're going to hear it a billion times for the next month, probably.
That's right. Yeah, you will, if you haven't already.
Yeah. All
right, dudes. Thanks for listening. Be careful out there. Watch out for fucking idiots everywhere.
Unrelated, if you're on iTunes, give us a rating and a review, and we'd love you to subscribe. We've gotten some very nice, lovely reviews lately.
So nice.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but apparently we're the most underrated podcast on iTunes. That's crazy. Oh my God.
According to one person that wrote a review.
Whatever. I'm going to roll with it.
Cool.
Yeah. Follow us on social medias at DTFU Podcasts on all the platforms.
Yep. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah.
Visit the website.
Yeah, go to the website. Do all the things there. You can listen directly on the website to an episode. You can write us a note on the website. There's a little form you could submit that'll go straight to our email.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's dtfupodcast.com.
Yeah.
Not .org, not .net, .com.
And we're going to be doing listener story episode maybe in the next couple episodes at some point. So send us a story.
Send us a story. Maybe something crazy happened to you this 4th of July. Or you saw a firework display shoot its load all at once.
Blow its load.
Yeah. So yeah, do write us a note. Keep us in your hearts and minds. Tell a friend. I don't know.
And be excellent to yourself and each other.
That's right. We'll put the links of the places I I made donations to in Nicole's name.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the description of the episode so that you can get more information if you'd like on those.
And you could be a good person just like me for donating.
That's right. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.